All right. Oh, I like how you moved over to the side. All right. Well, thank you guys for being here. Here we are on the patio. Yay! Thank you. Well, and also you're welcome for the extra raffle ticket.
Yes.
I mean, you know, just saying. You guys know me. I'm Caren. I'm the owner of Kayak at Sierra, and we are here to celebrate successes and give away amazing raffle prizes and talk about just how incredible you guys all are, because you absolutely are. And I'm so happy to just be like dressed in like clothing that's not, you know, workout clothes. And like I washed my hair this morning with like, oh, I can't wait, I get to see people that have washed my hair. Like, oh, it's so exciting. So I guess I have a low bar for myself.
That's okay. It's very real. Still love you.
So, you know, this full body fusion BRIK, I think it's always coming at a time where we feel like, oh my gosh, I really want to kick it into gear. Like maybe winter. It was a long winter, y'all. Like,
What's the wettest winter ever?
it was the longest, wettest, snow, all of it, wet winter ever. And as that started to break and as we started to get into our BRIK, like, I think a lot of us were just ready to recommit to ourselves. You know, whether you've been a Kai girl for a long time, whether you're newer to us, whatever it might be, you know, seeing that motivation is always so encouraging for even us coaches who've been around for, we don't need to talk about how long, doesn't matter. But it's nice to, you know, every time we have a BRIK come around, it's like, yeah, let's like jump back into it. Let's get back in, because this year-round programming is built so that we're not going at 110% all year long and burning out and then never doing it again. It really is meant to rev up and then kind of calm down and rev up. We just don't want to tie that to like yo-yoing up and down. We just want to still build those habits from this BRIK that serve us moving forward. And I think everyone who's getting something here today is going to be part of that. So I don't think I'm able to start the live video. I'll hit it one more time, but that's okay. I'm recording anyway. So let's just dive in. Yay!
Yeah,
Okay,
dive in.
so this time, for the first time, we are doing a top 3 as far as our most improved benchmark and a top 3 most inches lost. So this is literally across all 4 studios, top 3, right?
It's not competitive at all.
Not at all. Not at all. And I can tell you that not one studio, there's no unanimous one studio took everything. So, you know, you just keep doing you, and it all works out because everyone's amazing. So let me just dive into the benchmark. So as we know, hi. As we
That chair's
know,
broken.
This one's broken?
that was
Yeah.
broken. Yeah. I don't want anyone dying.
Don't remember which one's which.
Yeah, there we go. As you guys know, our benchmark was focused on our arms, our abs, and our buns. Everyone was really nervous going into this BRIK, like, oh, is there the 10 mile? But we only do that once a year, so don't worry about it till fall. Doesn't matter. But what was really cool about this challenge was, one, we could do it very consistently across all 4 studios. There was no impact of like, oh, the 10 mile, it has a hill at West Reno, or oh, you know, we're going around the block and there could be cars at Midtown, or like whatever. There's no inconsistencies. We're all very much on the same playing field. And as we continued on every single week, I saw massive improvements. If it wasn't just with time decreasing, it was with going from 1 = 1 to 2 = 1, or leveling up on weights from a 5 pound to an 8 pound, or 8 pound to a 10 pound, or whatever. You know, seeing that, or you did both. You were leveling up and you were actually decreasing time, which I always find so magical, because I obviously always feel in week 1 I gave it my all, and then here I am in week 2, like, there's no way I could beat that, and then you beat it. And then week 3, like, there's no way, and then you beat it. And then like week 6, I'm like always in my head, like, there's no way, like, I totally killed it in week 5, like, there's no way I'm gonna beat it, and then you beat it. And it's so fulfilling.
You inspired me to do that, because I wasn't going to do that, and then you did it.
Yes.
And then, well, let me try, and
Yeah.
I did. I
Yes.
thought, wow.
Yeah,
It works.
yeah, give it a shot.
It works.
And you know, and it's just a microcosm of what we can do in our lives, right? Like this is a fit test, it's a benchmark, but you know, this is like truth for our lives. If we keep working at something, we are going to get better, we are going to get stronger. And it's just kind of in our face with, like, no matter how hard something felt in the past, or no matter what it was like to get through it before, it's totally fine, because truthfully, it's always going to we're always going to be better. We're always going to keep improving if we keep at it. So with all that being said, let me go ahead and start with our first benchmark award, because I just found her bag and I need to make sure I know where it is. Yay. So this Kaya girl, I love seeing her in my classes. She's always the first one to sign up for the class. And then everyone else in the class kind of signs up right the night before. And I'm like, okay, good. But I would always like work out with her solo if that was the case. It just never happened. But her commitment and her drive, and to see her come in and work to her heart, but then to see that heart change over time and for her to keep at it has been incredibly inspiring and incredibly motivating. And that would be Kelly Wyatt of South Reno. She decreased her overall time by 3 minutes, 24 seconds while increasing weights.
Wow.
Yay, so you gotta come up here because I have this like whole prize bag. I'm not gonna throw it at you, it seems rude. Yay.
Yay.
Ruby, do you want to take it? Yeah.
Thank
Oh, and we're looking cute for photos. I like it. All right, so this Kai girl, she could not be here today, but what I wanted to say about her was that she basically came in fairly brand new with BRIK, and that's always super intimidating, right? BRIK is like, oh, I mean, I remember my first BRIK. I was bugging my very first Kai friend. I'm like, wait, so what do you eat? Like what happens? Like, what is like workouts? Like, I don't, like I just had no idea. And so when you're coming in and you're coming up to your first BRIK, but you're starting with BRIK, it can be so intimidating. She literally has just dove in, which was so incredible. She's continuing to be a member with us post BRIK, of course. She actually decreased her overall time by 4 minutes and 5 seconds, and that's Annie Pinto of Sparks. Yay! And I have a bag, so Annie, if you're watching, I will absolutely put that at Sparks for you. Then this next Kaya girl has been a Kaya girl for a significant time, and she continues to amaze me all the time because the commitment to herself has never wavered. When I see her working to her hard in every single class, not just benchmark, right, but just across the board, it makes me not just want to do better for myself as a Kaya girl and really push myself to my hard, but also to be even more as a coach, because it really lights my fire to keep that spark going for all of you guys. But she just lights it on her own. I'm just like so in awe of everything that she's done, and she has decreased the most time, 5 minutes and 59 seconds, while increasing weights. And that's Jen Eisenberg. Look for your bag first.
That's awesome.
Take your time walking. Oh, there we go. It must be the last one. Yay! Gotta get a picture. Yay!
Yay!
So good. So you were the most improved. You're like the benchmark queen.
She killed it.
I know.
Every benchmark, I'm just like, did you do it by more? She's like, yeah. And I'm like, what is happening?
How do you do that?
It's amazing.
It's magic.
Yeah.
It's just magic to watch. It's so cool. So biggest inch losses, right? So when it comes to inches, we don't do weight at Kaya, and there's a few reasons for this. One, because we actually do have scales at the studios, but if we measure at one studio and then we measure at another studio, my gosh, your weight could be off by like 5 pounds from one scale to another scale. So if you are tracking that sort of thing, it's best to use whatever you have at home. But beyond that, inches really do more thoroughly tell the story than our scale of any sort of results goals that we have, right? Because ultimately at the end of the day, we want to feel more comfortable in our clothing, right? We want to feel confident walking into a room. We want to feel strong. We want to feel toned. And that can oftentimes translate into inches. Obviously, there's other metrics like getting body composition scans and that and the other, but the inches are like the most simplistic way to be like, yes, I'm on the path of where I want to go. And that can change over time. I mean, I've had girls who want to gain inches in their thighs because they want strong, they want to build muscle at that point. So it just kind of depends. Everyone's a little different, but inches can really help tell that story, and that's why we really focus on that over other metrics. So I'm going to kick things off with this first Kaya girl. I say this about everyone, but all of you guys are an inspiration, but to see her going on the journey that she's going on is incredibly powerful. And I know that everyone around her at class time is rooting her on and is so excited for her and her journey. None of our journeys are over, but she has a few more, I would say, little ticks in the road that she has ahead of her. And I'm truly excited to see this process for her continue to unfold. And her commitment to really getting back to herself and being the strongest version of herself is absolutely incredible, and something that I think we can all strive to be a little bit better at. And that is Stacy Bollinger of West Reno. Oh, you can cry. I'm okay with that. We got this little prize bag over here for your shrinking body. She lost 5.75 inches.
Good job.
That was nice. Job.
Yeah, well, that's nice of you to be so awesome.
I'm usually a pain in your butt.
So, as some of you guys know, Stacy, can I say a little bit about this? So, Stacy is starting to go through some loose skin surgery procedures. So, she and I have had a lot of heart-to-hearts about, you know, what does that mean? Because, as you guys know, I've gone through 5 of my own. And so to see her, you still have a couple more.
Well, I have my first one.
You have your first. Oh, right. Because
Yeah.
the other.
Yeah, because I'm going big or going home. So my first one is in a month, which I'm scared. I'm like trying to talk myself out of it a little bit, but
It's scary.
they're gonna do my tummy, and then in October I'm doing my arms and bringing my boobs back up from my knees.
They're not at your knees.
They're really close, like this close, hiding
But
That's
you know,
exciting.
and a lot of what we talked about, you know, and what I've said in the past too, even when I've been very public about my own journey with loose skin surgeries, has been everybody's journey looks different. So if significant weight loss is part of your journey, like for me with 100 pounds, and I think you're well over 100
and almost, it's 118.
118, yeah.
Wow.
So when there is significant weight loss like that, there is going to unfortunately be damage to our bodies, damage to our skin, which in some ways makes me so mad. Like I was so, like there's this rage, anger phase with that because you work so hard to do right and to get things on track. And then you're like, cool, I'm like in a skin scuba suit that's like 5 times too big for me. Like that's how it feels.
You're 100%.
And so, but that being said, the decision to go a path of surgical correction and the path to not do that is completely personal, and I never push anyone to one or the other. So I talk about the 5 years I was not doing the surgical, and then I'm also very public about the surgical. So knowing that that can be partisan in this journey, I think is really powerful and something that we should be talking more about, because women who are on that path, they don't know where to go or who to talk to if that is something that they're considering. And there's a billion reasons that I could go on a whole like segue about why someone would be thinking about that. But you're an inspiration.
Thank you.
And you're going to keep being an inspiration.
Well, I would like to say that everybody I work out with is why I'm where I'm at.
Yeah.
I need all of you to know that. I would not be here without all of you.
Absolutely.
And especially that one over there, because I love
Be your
Well, I don't have her to tease each other back and forth when we work out sometimes. I just don't even know.
I was talking to a waitress last night at DJ Barbecue and telling about kaya fish.
Yeah.
You overheard me talking to people I was sitting with.
Yeah.
And I think I got her excited to come
Okay.
try out.
I like
And I
it.
told her everybody just encourages everybody.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what I love.
Yeah.
And I told her about the 4 locations and that she could try a week for free, and she liked the idea of the cardio dance and the black light yoga. I showed her the pictures.
Oh, look at you, our little Kaya ambassador over there.
But they do have that.
I need to give you some business cards,
I'm gonna check
Lorraine.
it out.
And check on Facebook. You can
It's true. It really takes a village. It takes a community for us women to feel connected, to feel motivated, to feel driven, and feel accountable to keep coming back, even on the days when everything else is stacked up against us, for sure. Yeah. So our second place, she could not be here today, but she is over at the River Festival. So if you're heading over at the River Festival, like keep an eye out for her. She's beautiful, so you'll easily spot her. But she is she's a longtime Kaya girl, and her journey has been ups and downs, just like for all of us. And I could not be more proud of the success that she's been seeing lately. I know she's just kind of doubled down on her commitment to nutrition and really figuring out what really works for her. Because again, we have our recommendations, we give you guys recipes, we do all these things, but it's all personal, right? Ultimately, it's on us to find the right path that works for us. But she's been doing that, and you can see it in the results, and she's coming. Even, like, I remember there was a dance class where she couldn't come until we were maybe like 20 or 30 minutes in. She still showed up, danced for like 20 minutes, headed out. That was awesome. I was like, yes, because don't talk yourself out. If you're just going to be 10 minutes late, 20 minutes, 30 minutes late, like whatever, get part of a workout in, and you're still going to be better off than had you not done it at all. Right. And so she's just an example of commitment, and that is Trissy Hill of Sparks, who lost 6 inches.
All right.
Wow.
6 inches.
Wow.
So incredible. So I'll have her gift at her prize bag at the Sparks Studio as well. And now it takes us to our Kaya Queen. So this Kaya Queen, also a longtime Kaya girl, And I think what's been really incredible is I've seen a lot of longtime kayak girls really push this BRIK and do things that surprise themselves. And Lyndsey's nodding. I like the validation over there. Whether it's been perfect attendance when someone's never got perfect attendance before, whether it's been, gosh, you name it, any of the things that, just coming and committing to yourself or trying a new class you've never tried before. I've just heard it all, and I love that because, I've been a kayak girl for almost 13 years, and clearly, if I was burned out on the program, I would have been gone many years ago. And it's the diversity and it's the recommitment to ourselves that kind of keep us going and keep us from burning out and getting too bored. But that recommitment to ourselves really speaks volumes when we do so. We've had a lot of conversations, she and I, about, checking in on hormones and checking in on the full picture so that we can honestly understand where we're going moving forward. And I could not be more proud of this girl. She's got to hand over the camera, 6.5 inches, Ruby Jennings. Woo! Yay! Just don't take a photo. She's like, just tell me where to press things.
I've never gotten clean.
I know. So awesome. I have a bag for you. Cute.
Yay!
Yay! Good job, Ruby. So you get a little extra in your bag because you're the kayak queen.
Oh
so
my
it's a little,
goodness.
it's a little overstuffed.
Ruby.
So
Thanks.
don't let it
That's
spill.
awesome. Good for you.
Yay! So that was our top 3 benchmark, top 3 most inches lost. So I want to give a shout out for our head coaches and our coaches who have been participating in some way, and I'll talk a little bit more about that. But big round of applause for Lyndsey, who took care of them. We're gonna applaud you. You don't have to get on camera, but she took care of the was emailing the Midtown and virtual only girls every single week. Shout out to Emily, who took care of the South Reno girls every single week. Shout out to Elena, who took care of the Sparks girls every single week. And shout out to Jeannie, who took care of the West Reno girls every single week. Because that's not easy, you guys. These coaches stepped up voluntarily to be more for you. And, granted, it all depends on, your response rate as far as, how much you're going to get back out of that. But these coaches want you to know that BRIK is different, BRIK is special, and they're here for you should you need anything. And that's the key. So always lean on those resources, but super shout out to those 4 coaches just to kick things off because y'all don't want me being your head coach. I would be so bottlenecked. I would be like, here's 3 weeks later response. It would be terrible. It would be so bad. Okay, so other coaches who either participated in the benchmark challenge, they either super improved their benchmark challenge, they lost inches, and or they got perfect attendance. So I tried to and forgive me if I missed anybody, but I did my best to catch everyone. Jessica Caren. Woo woo! Hey! Good job. Okay, me, I did do the benchmark, so I'm on the list too.
Oh, thanks.
Yay!
It's hard to coach and take.
It is. Gee, one of them, the last one I had to do by myself, and I'm like, oh man, here we go.
You did it.
Here we go. Jeannie Rucker. Jeannie Rucker. Chrissy Green. Melissa Morales. AJ Scoble. Delaney Batista. Yeah, she was just our coach of the month too. Jasper Eisenberg. Yeah. And Emily Stewart. Yay! Because it is hard. It's hard as a coach to coach, attend, do all the things. BRIK can be kind of an overwhelming time for some coaches. Especially any of us who have to coach more than we're used to or typically would. It's tough. So seeing that is always really amazing. This is probably my longest list of participating coaches that I've had in a long time. So really, really cool. All right, perfect attendance girls, and I'm not holding it against them if they're not here, but they did get perfect attendance. Perfect attendance at every BRIK is 30 classes in the 6 weeks, so not the 7th, BRIK prep week, but the actual 6 weeks. So we're talking about Jill Anderson, Danielle Alcorn, Stacy, you can come on up because we're gonna do another photo. You're like, oh, good. Krista Connolly, Leah Cook, who I believe just got married yesterday, so she totally has an excuse not to be here. Jessica Caren, come on up, yay. Janita Etheridge, Danielle Gish, Shauna Hanneman, Melanie Holman, Jen Eisenberg, Katie Jefferson, Emily Kilker, Yadira Loza, Sierra Madrid, Karen McClanahan, Karen Munson, who was going to be here, but something happened, but that's okay. Jen Price, Casey Smith, I want the little golf clap in between. Heidi some Haggy. And that's it. So let's take a little look.
Seems like there was more this time than last time.
I know.
Well, she had a house this quarter.
Yeah, you
So,
never know.
oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
her schedule's crazy.
Seems like there were more this time than last time.
There has been a lot.
Thank you, ladies.
Yay! So 30 classes, 6 weeks, not easy. That averages 5 classes a week, which obviously can shift from one week to another if you need to balance it out. But really, really awesome job because typically it's the ones, I mean, obviously some of our Florida Tennis girls are already up here for other things. So it's just a big thing to show up and be there as well. All right, let's talk about bingo. Bingo.
Bingo. All about the bingo card.
So we had one blackout. Can anyone guess who got it?
Yeah, to do that again.
I know! Back-to-back blackout bingos. That's Casey Smith. Come on.
Nice job.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Good job.
So crazy.
You did so good. You did so good.
Good
So,
job.
I don't have an extra prize for you because you literally have 25 raffle
Yeah, I
tickets.
know.
You're going to get some kind of awesome prize, and we're just going to find out what
Yeah,
that
it's
I feel like I should just have you like tell me what you think
It's fine.
because you have the best odds of winning it.
Honestly, it's really satisfying to knock off all of those boxes.
really is.
So, and then I keep all of them.
You
So,
do,
I
yeah. And you know what's really cool? So we did a Facebook Live that many of you probably saw before BRIK, talking about like her tips about bingo.
With my daughter.
Yes, who was like tearing up the studio behind us. We had no idea. So it's a cute video if you want to go back. We're talking about bingo, and
Yeah,
she was like
she's
throwing,
everywhere.
like, yeah, it's a whole thing. But that video, I think, and just your kind of, I think, leadership on that front, we had more bingo cards turned in this BRIK, yeah, than we've had in a long time. So I don't have everyone's name. All their tickets are in the bowl, but everyone who emailed me their card or gave it to me in person, it was a lot, and it was really incredible. Lorraine did, I think, the second most,
Nice.
second most,
Five.
five rows.
5 rows.
Uh-huh.
That's 3 more than last spring.
Yes.
lot.
So it's just really cool stuff. And you know, when it comes to the bingo card, it really is like a gamification roadmap of like how to be successful in BRIK, how to get out of your comfort zone. So really cool things there. But what's even cooler is giving away really awesome prizes. You want me to like say what they are in case you just tell me what you want me to pull for first?
So, you know, you just follow
No.
your heart. You just follow your heart.
Follow my heart.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
I have so many. Okay. I think the biggest ones.
Just pull a name.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Pull a name. Pull a name without a prize. And let them pick.
Yeah. It's like gift exchange at Christmas.
It's a little bit, and you know you can trade prizes if you want to after
But
this.
only
But
once. After you unwrap it.
there's rules. There's rules.
There's rules to this fun.
So this is a hefty gift certificate. It's $210 to Clinch Performance and Recovery. You guys are likely familiar with Jade Alkind, our physical therapist partner, who's led the back pain workshop. This fall BRIK, she's going to lead a runner's workshop, which I think would also work for walking, and it's just everything about that sort of motion. So this is a $210 gift certificate, which is crazy. Awesome. And I'm gonna actually, Lyndsey, just to make sure that it's all fair, I'll do it off camera if you want.
No cheating.
No cheating. Well, why am I not? No matter if I look.
Why am I not looking? You're so funny.
Jen
Price.
Price.
Yay!
I apologize for crippling it. Yeah, I have food falling. Okay, we have 5 free stretches at Stretch Zone.
Oh my god.
So Stretch Zone is one of our partners. They are located in South Reno, literally across the street from our South Reno studio, and they're also, it's around the corner
It's-
from West.
Yeah,
Right?
it's near the Massage and the Ross.
And the Ross,
Yeah,
on the
off of Mayan.
in West Reno, so like off of Mayan and Caren and stuff. So it's assisted stretching. So you know how like we stretch and we never stretch for long enough. You literally go in there, you're like my quads or my hamstrings, and they like do it for you.
It's the best
My
thing
groin.
I've ever done.
Yeah,
It's the best.
whatever.
My groin.
Yeah, you just go in there and be like my
Physical
groin and see what they say. I have no idea. I have no idea. But this is 5 free stretches, which is super huge. It's 2-sided, so there's the address of South Reno on the front, and then you got West Reno on the back, so it doesn't matter which one you go to. But and I can look. I can look. I know. Oh, let me like mess it up. Leah Cook. Man, Casey's gonna wonder if I actually put 25 tickets in.
I don't think
for her.
I don't think you
I recycled all the ones from last time. I totally did. All right, what else do I got? Okay, so this is a full package. This is Icebox Cryotherapy. So this includes a full body cryotherapy session. I just went last night. I go fairly regularly. It's actually cut down on my headaches because I'm on a computer a lot. So it's been fantastic in that way. And I think there might be a facial in here and a compression for the legs. Just really good stuff. There's like a little water bottle. There's like all sorts of things that are in here. So let's go ahead. And they're located in South Reno on Foothill. Oh, can't win again. We're gonna do it again. I keep wanting to not look. I know. You're the one who does
It's so funny.
There we go.
There we go, Casey Smith. Well, you can trade your
That will be the
gift
one you would
time.
get.
Actually, I'm gonna keep this. I need this for next week.
Next week.
Next bingo.
Oh.
I'm gonna recycle that.
Oh. That means you're getting blackout again.
Whether you like it or not.
We'll see. All three in 1 year would be cool.
Let's see. Okay. So we're gonna go into this prize. So this is a maybe I should start with this. I didn't realize it's such a high value, which is awesome. This is a free 30-minute portrait session with one of our Kaya girls, Janessa Walker, who's a Sparks girl. It's a $425 value, which is huge. Yeah, super huge. So let's go ahead and pull it. Nothing else to say about it other than you get to look super pretty in awesome photos, or family photos, or whatever. Shauna Hanneman! Yay! Alright, we'll go with this one. So, Co-Auto, as some of you guys know, Mark is now the manager. But what's kind of cool about the auto shop that he's a manager at is that every time they do an oil change, they actually plant a tree. So for every oil change they do, they plant a tree. They do a lot of community events like the Women's Car Care Clinic that they just had on June 2nd. It's free, you get free wine and snacks, and you learn about like key things that you should really know about a car so that you're equipped to be your own independent woman and not have to like call up a brother or whoever to come save you. You can be that sort of confidence with your car. So this is a free oil change. It's valued at like $150, and it's with Co-Auto. There's on Dickerson Road, essentially 2nd Street, but it's west of Keystone. So let's go and pull. Yeah, I keep not. By the time we're done, I'm gonna finally get it right. Caren McClanahan! Yay! Put this delicately here. Okay. Okay. So we have, this is from Karen Munson. So Karen Munson is a Sparks Kaya girl. She got perfect attendance, and she's super stoked because it's her first time getting perfect attendance for many years of being a Kaya girl, which is awesome. But she also does Pampered Chef. So this is I feel like I'm just going to drop it as I talk about it, but this is leak-proof containers, which are fantastic, and they are glass, which I think, you know, the less we can have plastic in our lives, always a good thing. Just so much, you don't need me to get on a soapbox about the research behind it, but anything I can do in glass, I try. I do my best, but this is really cool because it has glass. So let's go ahead, and there's also, she wanted me to tell everyone that the winner can take a catalog if they want one, and there's extra catalogs if anyone wants them. If not, I'll return them to her. So go ahead and pull the winner. Okay, I'm looking now because I can't.
Yeah. I'm not
Good job.
Melanie Holman! Yay! There. Really, I should have brought tape. Okay. Let's go ahead. I'm trying to go with there's a lot. It's like everyone's like, so far, everyone who's not here is winning. So we got the manicure. Is there anything you want to say about Maria? Because it's your girl.
She's a sweetheart. I worked with her at Renown. She works at Renown, and then she does this.
Oh,
So
nice.
she's like working 2 jobs. She's a single mom,
Yeah.
I think. Unless
Is
she got
she-
married.
Is she located in Sparks?
She's in Sparks.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Free manicure.
free manicure. Yeah. And she said I can't win it.
Okay, Julie, you did tell me that. Annie Pinto. Yay! Yay! I have
It's right there off of Green.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not bad. Even if you're.
I almost didn't see it, so it's there now.
Just hit it. I'm sure.
Caren,
It's
you
on.
want to give me a pen and I'll write down? Would that make it easier?
Sure, I can do that. Let me get a really nice one.
I'll do it. Right.
Okay.
Let me just write out a list.
Sure. What's next? So I have 2 gift cards for Reno Running Company. So $25 and $25, so we'll pull 2 different winners. But Reno Running Company, you have the one in Sparks, you have the Eclipse running just down the road a little bit on Moana, and then you have the one in South Reno. So this is like workout attire. It doesn't just have to be run. If you're like, oh, I don't run, like totally fine. Like we have all kinds of different stuff, not a big deal. But we'll go ahead and draw our first one. I can look now. I've like taught myself. Jen Eisenberg.
Yay!
Yay!
Fancy socks.
I guess you don't need your ticket. That's a side. All right, let's draw the other one. Now I'm curious. Kelly Wyatt! Yay! Don't give me that look of like, but I don't run. You do because you want other stuff. All the things. I don't need to give you your ticket. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, and then okay, let's do the hair supply next. So hair products also from Maria.
No, this is from Paige. I should have put her business card in. I didn't think of that.
Okay.
My hairdresser Paige.
Okay,
So,
Paige. So whoever wins this, they can get with Lorraine and contact Paige if they're interested.
Yeah.
Okay, I like it.
I didn't think of her business card.
That's okay.
So pretty.
Ooh, nice guy.
That's my left hand.
Yeah, amazing. Oh, she you should win them all. You'd win them all.
Probably there's 22 more.
There's gonna be a point. There's gonna be a point. Nope.
Sorry, not sorry.
Nope. Not you. Not you though. It's not you
Oh,
though.
okay.
Jessica Caren.
Alright.
Yay! Hair products. You're welcome.
Great job.
Okay, that's done. Okay, cool. So I got this wine basket. Yay! This is actually from our Sparks property manager. So, you know, we have 4 studios, and I technically have 3 property managers. I have the same one with West and South. And, you know, the Sparks one, you know, they just took over like about a year ago, so it's different from who I started with. But they've just been absolutely incredible as just like even with like that light in the bathroom, like they're gonna be taking care of it this week. I promise, Sparks girls. But you know, all of it is just really amazing. And I didn't even ask her; she just saw our email of like asking for donations, and so she donated this wine basket on behalf of us. It is heavy though, so I'm gonna set it down so I don't drop the bowl while we're doing the thing. The thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Ruby!
I was thinking, and I was gonna say it, but then I went queen, so I was like, no, don't be greedy, right? Oh my gosh, I willed it again. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You got like a wine rack.
All right.
Stuff.
And you can do
Look at
it.
this.
Freaking awesome.
Here, you want to put
All right, we're not done yet. Sorry, this is like taking the longest time. So this is a really cute
yeah.
spa basket.
Good.
Super cute, right? Oh yeah, I'm destroying the
That
whole
was so
thing.
funny. So, it's like,
So this is from Sending Smiles. It's a gift store, but super cute. So the card's in there. Yes, we're gonna draw a winner. Nope. Not Casey though. You didn't monopolize.
Wow.
Ooh.
Emily.
Emily Kilker! Yay! Super cute. Yeah, I don't want to drop it and break all the things also. And then we have last two. I think this is the last two. Yes. Okay, I feel like an old parent. These are, I think they're both strawberry. Nope. One's red raspberry and one is strawberry. They're preserves from Andelin Family Farms, so really cute. So I'm going to give them like strawberry, because why not? So let's go ahead. We'll go with strawberry. Strawberry. Hopefully you like strawberry. Hooray!
Yay!
Yay!
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think Andelin Family Farms, they're in Fallon, right?
No, they're in Sparks.
Sparks.
Skyscrapers.
Shoot.
Are they both?
I like
Corn maze and
yeah. Trissy Hill. All right. Yay. You want to give that to
I
her?
can give her both.
She got red raspberry. It's pretty, yeah, it's really good. So, that's all it for that. I don't want to forget anything else. Okay, so last little thing to talk about is that we have, we don't have a ton of events coming up in summer because I know how busy you guys are, and I don't need to stress about that, and you don't need to stress about that, and no one needs to stress about it. So, but the things that are coming up, we're looking ahead to July 1st. So every Saturday, the first Saturday of every month, I do beer yoga down the road at local beer works at 11:30 a.m. But they have other things, like they have a CBD margarita slushie. They have all kinds of stuff. And you can also drink water, like who cares? But it's for men and women, so we actually have regulars who come every month, and it's super cute, and I love it. But everyone is welcome there, and it's just a manual sign-in. You'll never see it on my body. It's just a community event, but always know that's going on. So July 1st, that's where I'll be, 11:30 a.m. at local beer works. We also have a special schedule for the 4th of July weekend. So keep your eye out. They're already posted in the special events, but we have a Share the Loves on July 1st and July 2nd, Saturday and Sunday. And then July 3rd, which is a Monday. So I was asking you guys a little bit of like, do you work, do you not work? And you just kind of get a sense. And kind of what the consensus ended up being is that we're just kind of a modified, mostly normal schedule. So some things like 6 a.m. Sparks will be canceled because it's usually really, really tiny. Someone can go a little early if they need to. We combined the 4:30 and 5:45 p.m. Sparks classes, which is one. I think we canceled noon South and 6 a.m. South. So we just kind of went through and just kind of slimmed it down a little bit, but you'll still see plenty of options on that Monday, July 3rd. So just kind of pick your poison. Loving poison, of course, for what you want to go to. So that's all there. And then July 4th, it'll be a Share the Love Walk, Jog, Run at Virginia Lake just down the road with me at 8 a.m., which is just really cute. You can just join me in Jiggy, and we'll just get jiggy with it on 4th of July, celebrating America's birthday. And maybe I'll wear my patriotic tutu. I haven't decided. I probably will. I haven't run in a tutu with Jiggy yet, so I don't know if you want to eat it. I don't know yet. Those sorts of things. So that could be a whole event on itself. And then beyond 4th of July stuff, we do have our Summer Transformation Challenge. So if you had really great results, or maybe this BRIK was a little bit tough, it doesn't really matter either way. On July 10th through August 8th, we have a 30-day challenge, Summer Transformation Challenge. Now this is not built in like BRIK is. This is optional buy-in. For Platinum and Gold members, it's like a $49 buy-in. For Silver, it's a $99 buy-in. And for a non-member, it's a $209 buy-in because Silver upgrades to unlimited classes and gets some nutritional materials, and then a non-member gets unlimited workouts and all this other stuff too. So there are different levels. $10 of every single sign up is going into a very large pot under Kaya Fit Corp's umbrella. And however much, so if we have a bunch of people across all the Kayas like sign up, that pot gets bigger, 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 bigger. And they basically break it up to where it could be 3 or 4 or 5, just depends on how much money is in the pot. But basically they're looking for nearly $1,000 cash prize for however many people. So last year they awarded 3, they pulled a raffle, 3 Kaya girls, each one about $1,000.
Wow.
Awesome.
Now how you win when you do the Summer Transformation Challenge, it's a nutritional challenge largely. It's packaged differently than BRIK. It's with me. You can come hang out with me at my house every Friday afternoon, evening. For a little check-in on my front patio. I'll be like sit under misters and maybe pet Jiggy, like whatever you want.
Terrible.
Sounds awful, right? It's terrible. Like we're surrounded by pretty flowers. Whatever.
Can we just pay a drop-in rate to
I know.
All right.
So hi. So basically, the way it's going to work is that we're going to have at the end, August 8th, are going to be the final measurements, right? And our top 4 Kaya girls with the most measurements from Summer Transformation Challenge, they will be their names. Okay, that one's broken, but you can chill with us anywhere you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw some out there.
Just a heads up that there's a video right behind you. You're fine. You're fine. So how it's going to work is the top 4 of our entire Kaya Fit Sierra results. I send those names to corporate. Every Kaya studio across the country puts in 1 name. I have 4 studios, so I get to put in 4. And then they just do a drawing. So of the top result girls, they draw, and it's about like 20 something. So out of 4, what is that like?
25%.
At least 20%, right?
20.
Give or take. But good odds, right?
Yeah.
Like comparatively speaking, it's not just some random one Kaya out there. So you literally have a really great opportunity to win legit money, and that gets put into a local business of your choice in gift card form. So we get to support business, we get to support you, and it's all good stuff. So that's coming up on July 10th, but you'll see information coming out about that around June 21st. So stay tuned. Because that's coming, and encourage your friends because it is different than BRIK. There's no dress-up days. You know, you're just working out and really dialing in on the nutrition. Okay, which is right 80% of results.
The hardest part.
The hardest part.
Hardest part.
Harder than a
Seriously.
burpee mile.
Seriously.
Harder than all of it. I know. So, Lyndsey, now do you want to say your
Dang
little?
it.
I know. Such a jerk.
No. First things first, congratulations to everybody for showing up, for attending, even if you didn't get perfect attendance, and just making the commitment, like you said, taking the time for yourself and being present. When we started Kaya, we talked about how it's a lifestyle. It's not a quick fix. It's going to be a way of life, and so it's incredible to see our veterans still winning Kaya Queen.
Yeah.
Most inches lost, perfect attendance, bingo.
Yeah.
It used to be like the new girl was always the one.
It
that
was
would win.
always the new girl.
It was always the new
Yeah.
girl that would win.
Not anymore.
And so, I
Move over,
mean, these
new girls.
results to see all of our veterans just taking this BRIK by storm.
Yeah.
So with that said, being a lifestyle, that's what CORE was designed for. It was designed to be a maintenance program.
Yeah.
So keep on your path, allow yourself a little bit more freedom, a little bit more fun during CORE, but stay on your path. And then when that next BRIK comes, hit it hard again. Keep those results coming. Think of the big goal, why you're here. Maybe it is for camaraderie. Maybe it is for accountability. Maybe it's for health. Maybe it's for weight loss. But whatever, your goal is, stay on your path and just show up.
Yeah.
Kaya's the best.
Yeah, I could not have
It
said
is.
it better
It's
myself.
it is the best. So, thank you for joining us, for making this possible, and for building these great friendships, and for taking the time for yourself. It's also inspiring as a coach to see you showing up and hitting your goals, and keep showing up and hitting goals, and just to keep at it like all these years. It's incredible. So keep up the great work.
Yay! Party emojis! I like it. So thank you guys for being here. I'm going to end the recordings and all the things. But please feel free to hang out and mingle. And I'm always the last one to leave, so don't even worry about it. I just want to make sure you guys are having a good time. Okay? Yay! Yay!